Welcome back to another episode of Combat Sports Weekly. I am your host, Jorge Hernandez. As usual, we'll be talking MMA and boxing, a huge boxing weekend that took place. We jump right into our rundown. Of course, I'm talking about the Leo Santa Cruz, Abner Mares fight that took place on ESPN at a insanely hype Staples Center. This thing set some records for ESPN and is one of the most viewed boxing events to take place on ESPN in quite some time. Other big news that happened over the week since we were last on: Holm and Ronda Rousey have found a new venue and new date for their fight. It's a lot sooner than a lot of you were expecting, so we'll have more information on that, and our roundtable will cover them as well. And more big news here locally, of course, Michelle Waterson's new opponent has been named. She'll be fighting Tecia Torres December 12th on that huge Conor McGregor versus Jose Aldo undercard at the MGM Grand. Another local guy, Austin Trout, will be fighting Joey Hernandez on the PBC debut on Fox Sports 1 that takes place on a special day, Tuesday. That 5 p.m. time slot is Pacific time, 6 p.m. Mountain time. More local news: Fidel Maldonado returns to the New Mexico area. It's been almost 4 years since he last fought here, but he'll be fighting on the El Futuro card that will be taking place Saturday, again, at the Buffalo Thunder Resort and Casino. So if you're in the area, make sure you go check it out. Just loaded with local talent here in the state of New Mexico. Another guy, Carlos Condit. Unfortunately, his fight has fallen through. We'll give you more information about the injury sustained to champion Robbie Lawler and when we could potentially see them again. More local news: John Dodson, guy born and raised out of Albuquerque, grew up in Moriarty, of course, will be facing Demetrious Johnson in a rematch for the 125-pound title September 5th, this weekend, Saturday on pay-per-view. So make sure you guys check that one. Another local personality. We're loaded with local people here on this episode. Holm, of course, will give you guys a breakdown in our roundtable segment of what we think her chances are in her fight and, of course, what we think of the change. But in the meantime, we're going to jump over to our headlines and highlights segment after the break, so stay tuned.